incentives to campaigning on national issues?
One is missing here, and I think the only true European campaign has been done by Libertas. And they were very successful in the end with, I think, 1 seat in France, which maybe proves the point to a certain extent, but did anyone notice the Libertas in your countries? Because in my country I didn't notice them at all. They failed to register.
But this is a really important point. I mean, you might not agree with Libertas's politics, but look how difficult it is to set up a European party campaigning in every country. It was a bit of a failure. I mean, it's a bit of a failure might be an understatement, actually. That's me being very polite. But it should be easier to register in every country. It should be easier to set up a party which campaigns across Europe on European issues. You need to somehow kind of disconnect the national from the European. And at the moment, the entire system is set up to disadvantage those countries, those parties, which are trying to campaign on European issues and are trying to set up sort of a pan-European political group.
I don't agree with that one, in the sense that, in my opinion, European elections ought to be on the basis of an ideology applied to European level. So it should be more of a free market Europe, or more of a liberal Europe, or more of a socialist Europe, or more of a whatever, a communist Europe, whatever it might be that you might want. Not Libertas, which was a rather bland kind of, well, we're in favour of Europe, but we don't really like how it works. We're opposed to the Treaty of Lisbon, but we've not really got an alternative. And then if you judge a person by his friends, then Declan Galley must be a really nasty man. Whereas if you compare to actually what he actually stands for on paper. So I can take your point about building a Europe-wide political movement, but I don't think we should draw too many conclusions about whether Libertas was the right.
No, not
the other interesting one, which is not really right across Europe, is the European movement of pirate parties, which managed to score 1 seat, might now actually get also a 2nd seat in Sweden, scored about 1.5% already in Germany. So essentially that kind of a single issue movement which can apply all across Europe, well actually probably on the basis of that they did better than Libertas did actually. Maybe they're a more interesting example.
Yeah, that's also what I wanted to say, that the Greens are similar in a way, that I think you have issues that are coming up all around Europe and you can make a campaign on it. I think being green is not an ideology, for some people it is, but Greens, the Pirate Party, these are single issue parties in a way that resonate all over Europe. I think Libertas didn't have a clear message because these are people who want to veto or stop things in different ways. Actually, they've been trying to find candidates, not voters, but candidates on Facebook in Hungary. So they really did everything to find, but there was nobody who would take them seriously. So I think that in Europe you have issues that are coming up and you can build on them. And I also very much agree that it would be very positive if you would have more political parties on European level. I think I would have voted differently if I could have voted for a foreign party. I think there are very big and influential parties in Europe that reversed my vote. I voted for a single issue party as well because I didn't see that the Hungarian major parties really belong to their party level.
When we look at the results of these elections, they are actually not so much different. The turnout is not much lower than last time. The changes in the composition are comparatively minor compared to changes that we have sometimes in the national parliaments. So do you think these elections will have an impact on EU politics and maybe also on the commission, the coming commission? Maybe starting on this side.
Sorry, can I interrupt for a second?
Yes.
I just want to emphasize it's interactive, so if you guys have questions,
sure.
you can ask questions.
Just raise your
yeah,
hands.
Feel free. There's a mic that'll be passed around, so yeah.
So what's the question?
The question is, does the result of these elections have any impact on what was going on and what is going on in the future, especially with the Commission, but also with EU legislation making?
Well, it's disappointing about the Commission because it could have had more of an impact if parties had put forward, if groups had put forward candidates indirectly in terms of how of what groups are now in power in the Parliament, I think it's probably safe to say it's not going to be much of a. It's probably going to be Barroso again. I'd say there are some talks about maybe other candidates, but I don't necessarily see it. So I think it's probably going to be not a huge amount of impact now.
What you are going to see over the coming weeks or perhaps the coming months is some shuffling positions around this Barroso presidency because a lot of parties, well, the Liberal Party in the European Parliament wants something that is the presidency of Parliament, at least for part of the term. The Socialists also want part of the presidency. So they're perhaps going to stall the Barroso presidency of the Commission in order to get that. In terms of legislation, this has been a small turn to the right, and we still have a majority of governments from the center-right in Europe. So in that sense, you are probably not going to see any socially progressive legislation coming out of the European Union for the coming 5 years. Economically, there's a general movement towards the left of all parties right now because of the financial crisis, but the question is how long does that memory last when the crisis is over?
Yeah, maybe one of the bigger European issues that will come up in autumn is probably the Lisbon Treaty referendum in Ireland and whether the Lisbon Treaty is ratified by all countries in the end, which also has an impact on the Parliament because they actually get more powers in lots of the policy area, and it might be interesting to see how that's dealt with internally. And the problem will be that you will not hear anything about that in the national press, that now the Parliament has co-decision responsibilities under that policy area. But internally, it might be quite a change. I mean, internally the Parliament, on the committee levels, it might be quite a change what kind of power they kind of execute or they play in the council.
Barroso will become president.
Yeah, probably. I mean, there's not too much debate. Well, the only, I mean, that's a minority opinion, but if there might be, if one party doesn't like him